right, so this is our second video. It's still considered part one of graphing linear equations or graphing equations in slope-intercept form, but this is just another piece of it. So when we're given the equation in standard form, so we're still going to recall the steps from part one. We have to first make sure the equation is in slope-intercept form, which is y equals mx plus b. And then we have to plot our y-intercept and graph our slope. So to start off with number 5, we have 4x plus 3y is equal to 12. So of course we know that our equation is in standard form, so we have to put it in slope-intercept form. So we have to solve for y. All right, so we have that 4x plus 3y is equal to 12. So we're going to subtract 4x from both sides. And we get 3y is equal to negative 4x plus 12. Divide both sides by 3, so each term on the right gets divided by 3. And we get y is equal to negative 4 over 3x plus 4. So now that our equation is in slope-intercept form, we know that our slope is going to be negative 4 over 3. And our y-intercept is going to be 4. So we're going to plot our 4 for our y-intercept. Of course, we can't go up anymore. So we have negative 4 over 3. So it means our line needs to decrease. So I'm going to go down 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Since our line is going to decrease and I went down 4, then that means I have to go right 3. Okay? If we went down 4 and left 3, that's going to give us a positive line, and we want our line to decrease because our slope is negative. Since our graph is only but so big, we can only plot 2 points, and that is completely fine. All right, so let's take a look at number 6. Number 6, we're in the same situation. So we have to solve both of the equations, or solve the equation for y, because we need the equation in slope-intercept form. So we have 2x minus 6y is equal to negative 6. We're going to subtract 2x from both sides. Negative 6y is equal to negative 2x minus 6. Divide both sides by negative 6, and we get the equation y is equal to 1/3 x plus 6. All right, so we have a slope of 1/3 and a y-intercept of, 1. So that should be a 1 and not a 6. All right, so starting with your y-intercept, we have our y-intercept is 1. Our slope, we're going to go up 1 to the right 3 because it is positive, and then go down 1 and to the left 3 because that still makes it positive, and connect our points. Let's take a look at number 7. All right, so again, we have our equation in standard form, so we have to put it in slope-intercept form. So I have negative 6x minus 5y is equal to 3. We're going to add 6x to both sides. And we get negative 5y is equal to 6x plus 3. Divide both sides by negative 5. And we get y is equal to negative 6 over 5x minus 3 over 5. All right, so looking here, we have to start with our y-intercept. So we know that our y-intercept, which is b, is negative 3 over 5, which is equal to negative 0.6. And then for our slope, we have negative 6 over 5. All right, so to plot the y-intercept, it's easier if it is in fraction form to use a decimal to kind of estimate about where it will be on the graph. For your slope, you always want to keep that in fraction form because of the rise over the run. All right, so plotting our y-intercept of negative 0.6. That's going to be about over here, down here, about just an estimate about right there. All right, so then here for our slope, we know that it's going to decrease. All right, so if we take a look here, this one kind of runs off the graph just a tad bit, only because our coordinate plane only goes to 5. So this one kind of runs off just a tad bit. And of course, my line is very crooked. All right. And for our last example, for number 8, we still have the same situation. We're given the equation in standard form, and we have to solve for slope-intercept form. So we have 5x plus 2y is equal to 0. Subtract 5x from both sides. We get 2y is equal to negative 5x. Divide both sides by 2. And we get y is equal to negative 5 over 2x. And again, similar to the previous example of notes, when we do not have a y-intercept there, our y-intercept is 0. So our slope is going to be negative 5 over 2. And our y-intercept is going to be 0. Starting with the y-intercept of 0, we're going to go up 5. And we're going to go to the left 2 because our line is decreasing because our slope is negative. Down 5 and to the right 2 because our slope is negative and our line needs to decrease. Okay. All right. So to get more practice with going from standard to slope-intercept form and matching the equations, you will complete a Desmos activity that is attached on the Google Classroom. So if you would please go back to Google Classroom after you've watched this video and complete the Desmos activity.